What?
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder. Kate Vine appeared to the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood, along with the late hour of her death and a lack of witnesses, makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned? Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it? Kate was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death. Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand. Both were interviewed following Kate's death, but neither claimed to have seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control. Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed, though it's likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton village. Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night. However, it turned out her boyfriend had.
Welcome back.
Simon Thompson met Emma at university. After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighbouring village. He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death, which makes him the first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
This is contradiction, indeed. What? How do I start the game? Oh.
My name is Jenks.
Shut up. Oh, we just watched this. Hold on. Fuck. Welcome to... Hold on. Okay, so again, I'll get back to you guys with the Legos. With the Lego thingies. For now, ordinary video games. I was gonna get this game Ace Attorney instead. Not an addiction. Okay, let's see. Going to play real investigators now. Pen and paper in front of me. Click the arrows to move around the village. If you see the magnifying glass, try your investigate button to see Jenks investigate. Click the inventory icon to see your collected items, which include both physical objects and information Jenks has collected. If you're at a location where you think you can use a physical item, try the use icon. Wait, there were FMV Sherlock games? I knew about some games that was called like... What were they called again? Now I almost regret that the music is too low, but I can't change it now. Oh, I can. The game feels too low now. PC and Sega CD. No answers? This is going to take some time getting used to. Nothing. Holy shit, there's a lot of things. Yeah, detective games are great. One of my like not even guilty pleasures, just pleasures are FMV games. I love FMV games. Knock for Simon.
Is it Simon? Yeah. Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please? Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, but I enjoy really bad FMV games even.
We can just go through here if you want. Emma's working in the front room.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
Just come through.
You want the puss?
Is it okay in here?
Oh, this will be fine, yeah.
Do you want anything? Water?
No, I won't be long.
Okay.
Your first interview. First pick an item you want to ask about, then click Ask to see Jenks ask about it. When you've heard the reply, you'll see a summary of what was said in the box at the bottom. Simon said blah blah blah. He's also said blah blah, and then he said blah blah blah. Get over here. Clicking any item you've already asked about shows the summary of replies beneath. Now click any reply to add it to the contradiction box on the right. You can add 2 replies at a time. Now you can start looking for contradictions. Find 2 contradiction replies and add them to the contradiction box. If they go green, sit back and watch Jenks interrogate your interviewee.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialise outside Atlas?
No.
How would you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know? Sharp, quite sharp.
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem.
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
That was just a business management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you left college?
Yeah.
And it's on every Friday?
Yeah, well, my group isn't doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, if I can find the FMV games, I would like to stream them. I have the Crimes and Punishment. No, I don't have Crimes and Punishment, but I have Devil's Daughter. I have that for the PlayStation. Last saw Kate at the Atlas meeting last Friday. Only problem with streaming a game like this is that you need to be very focused on what they're saying, and that's so damn hard when you're streaming.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No. No, I don't think so. Never seen it before.
Doesn't know anything about the license. Didn't socialize with Kate outside Atlas. Visit
Thank
Emma.
you. Probably be back later. Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to test them at some point for sure. Ask about the
Did you know
license first.
whether Kate had lost this or not?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
What was her usual self?
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild?
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon. But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college.
Her
when she
story
started her PhD.
I played last weekend. Her story was really good. Late shift I am going to play. Me and Nurselar played like a really shitty... her story was really good. We played a very shitty one called Visitor. And Visitor 2 is now out. So we're going to play that at his house. Because he also likes FMV titles. Phantasmagoria 1 is really good. Phantasmagoria 2 is not good, but enjoyable. Harvester. I think that Harvester is really good. It doesn't make sense at all. Or the game does make sense actually, but it's like really freaky. But I really enjoy Harvester. I feel like every time they don't talk, there's like almost no sound in the game. On your end. I think I might need to shoot up just a tiny bit. Kate appeared her usual self. She was Arnold in college, had a drinking problem, didn't see Kate very often.
That's all for the moment. Thank you. Best to knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
Always? That happened once. No, wait.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked. Looks like homebrew equipment. Ah, this might come in handy.
Kate was often drunk. For some reason I'm writing in English. What was that? Okay. Yeah, that happened once. He answered the door once, and apparently he's always answering the door. Want to check shit here.
Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
Professionals?
Interesting. I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
We are professionals? Broken pendant. I haven't tried Wing Commander. Yeah, the infectious madness of Dr. Decker. It's the same people that has made this, that made that game. Also the shape shifting. I can type it. There we go. Those two games are made from the same people that made this.
Have to come back later, I think.
Okay. Is there... Do I have to do it like this, or is there any other way? Map? Wait. No, they're really good. I really enjoy both of these. Cumulator? I don't think so. There's one game that I really would like to play that I can't play, which is called Black Dahlia. But I can't. Holy shit! Perfect. Oh. Really nice. Wait, they were here? Oh, I couldn't remember that.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Ever seen this?
Looks like, that's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewellery, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. I'll show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. It's an unwanted present.
Secret admirer.
Not so secret.
Touché.
See.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
So the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, I need to check that at some point. What? So that's nothing apparently. What the fuck?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Be back later on. Sound is like redonkulously high on my end. Oh. Oh, okay.
You know what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college. I was probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
Wait. But he said he didn't socialize with her. What?
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment?
Yeah. There's no bus service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
Okay. Bike belongs to Simon's cousin. Bike is the only way that Simon can get to work. Only way. He doesn't have feet.
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers. Except for James over at Farmhouse.
James?
I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really.
Homebrew.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
I can see this game being hard.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me? No. I don't like beer. I only drink wine. I can't stand the spirits either.
Whose is the bike outside?
Oh, it's Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broken.
Oh, I know. I keep telling him to fix it.
But, Okay.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Is there like a contradiction that I'm not seeing here? Probably. I want to go to the pub. It's Jenks. Can't do shit here. Can I go to the pub now? Hello, is there a pub? Damn it. Have I been everywhere here? This place seems so weird. By the way, as long as you haven't played this, there's people over here. As long as you haven't played this game, I'm very much open to us playing this together. So that if you think you see contradictions and stuff like that, shoot, and we'll try to figure this out together. Because I have a feeling that there's like one contradiction already. Yes! Indeed. Because I have a feeling like there's a contradiction that I should be seeing already. No! Because these two are the only two that we can speak to, I believe, unless there's something here. Oh.
Always nice to randomly find a key on the floor. Wow, isn't that interesting?
Is it? Yeah, that like I said, that's the problem with these games and streaming these games, especially when you're trying to stay interactive as well. Like, it's super difficult. So random key, let's ask about the random key.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
It isn't worth asking her about the key. Well, fuck you.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Is it the key?
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Could it be the key for this thing? There's no use for the silver key here. There's obviously a contradiction.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Then I come back. Oh.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't know.
Because contradictions, you can't transfer them from one person to another. So if there's a contradiction in between what they're saying, that needs to be on the one specific character, because I can't press one of these and then go to the other person. I think.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I can check. No. There is a contradiction here that we're not seeing. I don't get it. They said they were drinking. But they said they were drinking one time at college. Damn it! Do you have something, Piku? Shoot! Last saw Kate at the Atlas meeting last Friday. Only known Kate for 3 months. Didn't socialize with Kate outside Atlas.
Aha.
Smart! Smart!
So how did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college?
Well, I knew Kate at college, but I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right. So you didn't socialise with her at college?
No.
And you didn't socialise with her outside of Atlas?
No.
5 head.
You didn't see her outside Atlas at all?
No, not at all.
No cheats used.
So Simon did know Kate at college, but why would he lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
Investigate behind the pub. Now the music is super loud.
A broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
I don't know what this means though. Save game. But ha! Yeah, but which does it save on? Like, I'm guessing the first one? Or do I choose if I just press it? What the
I
hell?
wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's?
Like how it goes back.
Just looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
Okay, so I need a flashlight or something here. Remember that. Flash light behind pub. For some reason I still write in English. Leave the courtyard. Go over to the pub. The pub is open. Perfect. Press the bell. Hurrah!
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks. Rebecca, is it?
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right. Come through.
Thank you.
Sexy lady, you drive me crazy.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
Rebecca Ryan. I wrote it down.
Did you know Kate?
Not very well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
When was the last time you saw her?
She was about to say moody bitch.
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
7ish.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
So, okay. Quite obviously, Kate had something to do with a broken glass. Or broken window. Broken window. I feel. Because it was for breakage. £20 for Professor, hello and welcome back. I need to write this down too. Nice, I like it, Piku. I like it.
Have you seen this before?
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
Doesn't seem like everyone hasn't seen the license before. Meh. Maybe she has some sort of other verification. If you need verification in the US.
Do you recognize this?
I've seen students wearing them.
Oh, this is in
It
England,
has
probably.
some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Not that I can remember.
I've seen student wearing a necklace. By the way, Professor, how are you today?
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
Touche? I'm in jail? Yeah, maybe. What do you mean, Professor? Apparently not.
How did the window get broken out round the back?
I don't actually know. Someone said two girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to barring clients I don't think are suitable.
I'm a Norwegian, so what the fuck does barring mean? Does it mean like who you serve? Strict about barring clients? Is it who you're serving? Beer, that is? Alcohol? Or is it like closing? Like not allowing them to come in?
Do you know what this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about
Or
that.
not allowing them?
So this is Ryan's.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
It's 80.
Go on.
Well, masks allow you to play it being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student.
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them, yes.
Mask used on the Atlas course. We've asked her about everything now. And I can't see if there's any contradictions here. No, we have not finished Zelda. Zelda or Fire Emblem are not finished. She. Nah.
Thank
Shot
you.
in
Probably
the
be
dark.
back later.
Okay. It's open. Yeah, like I said, it's 80 Norwegian.
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report. That must be his office.
Let's try this door first. It's video games, you know, Professor. Video games is making people violent. Herder. It's all that Fortnite. Yeah. What the fuck? Well, that wasn't worth it. I find it so strange that I find it so strange that there's not a whole lot of shooting going on in the entire world. Like, always, if it's supposed to be video games. Are those people still there? They've been standing there for an hour. Yeah, exactly. It's politics. And that sort of jazz. There still hasn't been anything.
Who is it? I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right, you can carry on if you want to. I'm just going. I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently in the...
I knew her.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
A bit dark.
What?
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on. Where do you live?
Farmhouse!
And what's your name?
Is that James, dude? Jeez. Yeah, politics is the problem, not video games, but people won't be able to see that because apparently it's video games. Is it down here?
According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road there.
Always just lurk around like a crazy ass person when you can. Look in the greenhouse, because why the fuck not? Oh.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
Found more items. The pipe is the most important thing. Can't go anywhere without that pipe.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long.
Is
Haven't
that
got much time.
Frankenstein?
Just close the doors, shall I?
Or the Frankenstein monster, I should say.
Where do you want to sit? Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Thank you, James.
Why are you asking me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you?
Also
Thompson.
true, Red.
Why? What did he say?
That you all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right.
good enough.
Okay, this seems like a weird dude.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
Wait, what? If they only made games about homosexual people, that won't make us gay. No, of course not. What the hell? Yeah, it's sort of a, like, I think it's correct in both what PQ and Red says. Mental health issues is a no-brainer, and so is politics, I believe. Like, but of course you won't be able to do it to that extreme if you didn't have mental issues.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
And the thing is as well, if it was video games, there would be a lot more shootings around the entire world. Remember, it's not only the US of A that plays video games.
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike.
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
Okay.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's also true. Antarctica.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
I make a nice herbal tea as it happens. Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
I don't know if this was for the college. I think this was for Atlas? I can't remember.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that. Been to the pub, but not for about 2 months, 3 months.
The fuck is that supposed to mean? It's the same thing when people ask me about if I have a smoke. They can bum a smoke from me. People tend to say that as well to me then. You don't smoke? No. We need you.
Ever seen this before?
No, should I have?
No, it's okay.
Because marked Atlas. Hold on. I can try with this. Yeah. It's so stupid.
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things like that?
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing.
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
They're for Atlas.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
Show you one if you want.
I don't think Atlas and the college is the same thing, or is it?
Scrying goes back centuries. The
Yeah,
ancient Persians did it.
I have no
This
idea.
country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. Mirror's just one way of doing it.
Oh no.
What is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind, clearing your mind, communicating with the dead.
Bullshit.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
And they make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead, even if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Thank you.
Guys, fucking
Black
weird.
mirrors and hookah pipes. I wonder what else James is into.
Oh. Okay, I think we need to establish something. I think we need to establish is if Atlas is in fact the college, or if they went to Atlas after college, because that's the impression that I got, that they went to college and some of them went to Atlas. Atlas is a group that was investigated before for manipulation or close to mind control, apparently. It's a Greek Titan. Doesn't recognize the card or the necklace. Doesn't recognize the mask. Yes, sort of a creepy cult thing, indeed.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Peace out, bitch. Go and ask about the mirror.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Ever seen this before?
This!
Nope, I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Wait. But she went to the college. Oh no. Take it on, please.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know
No,
about
it was a
James?
reference to the
He's
mask.
creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and I went round to her flat to try it out. You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so you just stare like this. And then you see.
See what?
Sorry. Look. You're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work.
Ha! Got it!
Didn't work, so.
Uh-oh. She said that she went out to her house to try one.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub. A broken window at the back. Yeah, I saw it was broken.
When was that?
I was in the pub on Monday. with a college friend.
Visit a pub on Monday night with a friend. Damn it! Aha! How can you award the whoopoo? Uh-oh. Fuck. You're asking the wrong questions. I have no idea. Did they say that even? Fuck! We haven't been paying attention at all. Visited a pub on Monday night with a friend. Sherlock. Sherlock. Let's try
Thank
him
you.
then.
Probably be back later.
Feel like this is going to be very difficult.
Ever seen one of these?
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like new age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would you think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
James thinks that the government is tracking him.
Have a look at this.
And
Know
this.
anything about that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really?
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
And the point is?
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
What did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the...
New item.
This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
I suppose that might be useful as a conversational starter.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Fuck. This is interesting, but I have a feeling that this is going to take a whole lot of time
What do you
playing
know
through.
about Atlas?
Atlas.
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
That doesn't seem right. Doesn't necessarily need a drink to be there, I guess. Fuck me. There seems to be something that we can do with her, but let's
Be back later on, if that's okay.
let's try to go with the new items. Unless you have something, PQ. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm sure she has one as well. I'm quite sure that she has one. But for now, let's just try
Ask you a couple more things, please.
asking about the items that we haven't asked them about. Like this thing.
Have you seen one of these before?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think there's like something that we can contradict there, because she said Monday. I think Kate died on a Friday, but I don't know if it's the following Monday or if it's the Monday before she died. I think she died on a Friday.
What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
Poster was designed last year. Who's your daddy and what does he do? Today is not Monday, I think, because she said Monday night, and it's 6 p.m. That much I do know.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Go to James. You can try to go to James. Is that here? Yeah. Ask him about the flyer.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
We can do that.
Ever seen one of these?
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon, he's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing. And you haven't discussed it with Simon?
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
Maybe the
Thank
dude
you.
is
Probably be back later.
Is it Atlas now? Fuck, this is hard. Yeah, maybe there's something maybe Ryan is here now that I can actually talk to him. Ryan! Get out of here, you smug son of a cock! I guess not. Maybe there's something at the end here now? No? I think if we call the chief, he'll give us things to go on. But the thing is, I sort of want to be able to do this myself. Do I ever find anything here? There's still nothing here. Yeah, I'm quite certain that would make sense. Yeah, that's what I thought about. Go to them once again and see if there's something that doesn't match up.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Yes, that's what I'm quite certain about too. We have all the items that we need. We've asked them all the questions that we do need to ask them. We just need to find the two things that doesn't match up. Hold on, maybe... No, it doesn't recognize the card or the necklace. That's good. That is good. I like that you're invested in this. Has seen the poster at college. Knows Simon is on the Atlas course. Yeah, that's what I think as well. That it can't be this dude. No, me neither, because he knows it takes the course and hasn't discussed it with him. That doesn't make any sense. Hasn't been to the pub for over 2 months. That adds up. Can't remember the last time he saw her. That doesn't. That also adds up. Didn't socialize with her. That also adds up.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I think you're
Probably be back
correct.
later.
I think you're correct that it's either Rebecca, Emma, or that other blonde fuck. What is it called? James? No. Simon. James? James is this dude. Yeah, I think it's one of these three as well.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Thinks James is creepy. James was selling them last Friday. Knew Kate had bought a mirror. Demonstrated how to use the mirror. Says the mirror doesn't work. So I think college and Atlas are not the same thing. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But apparently, or not apparently, of course you can be to the pub without drinking. She... It's so weird. She seems to know. Yeah, I think it's this lady or Rebecca. Because this lady seems to... We can do
That's
that.
all for the moment, thank you.
Rebecca seems... This lady seems... Or Emma. Seems to know so much about... Kate. I like that we're playing this together. That's cool. Press the bell.
A few more questions, please.
Give me a question, please. Did we ask her about this? Yeah. Didn't see who Kate was with. Kate gave Rebecca. Kate was very drunk. What if we... Nope. Okay. Doesn't know that she, if she lost it. Do you see something? So last Friday. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if we can... Oh, we can!
So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
That's right.
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been, yeah. Could have been Kate, you're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with.
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around.
Not realising Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that?
That's the thing, also. What was that? We mentioned that
Be back later on, if that's okay.
at the very beginning. I said that it's obvious that she broke the mirror. But I didn't contradict it like that. Let's ask about the
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Let's ask about the argument now.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
You weren't in the village?
No, I went home
That was
last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
Yeah, I think the game is hard, sort of. Last Thursday night, so wasn't around on Friday. Damn it. Yeah, we have that game as well. Oh no, that is a hard game as well. Shit. Wait.
Aha.
So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
At the pub we were arguing.
Go on. What were you arguing about?
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things.
Yes.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate. But why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else?
Oh no. I think someone is starting like a conversation. I hear like all the time. Damn it! I thought we were on the roll here. Oh, you see something? Yeah, I thought this would. Okay, the thing is quite annoying. Lent money to Kate because Kate needed it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of as well.
Aha.
So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewellery and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because I didn't really agree with it. I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
But she said she went to the Atlas thingy. Didn't she? Where was that again? Damn it! Major deja vu. Has never met him. I find that hard to believe. Yeah, because like you said, he went to the seminar. He had to have been there in some sort of manner. Oh, yeah.
Aha.
You said you went to an Atlas
Nice.
meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. You say you never met him. Why did you say you don't know him?
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I won't be telling Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
I
And you
sucked
can't
his
tell
cock.
Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
No, she didn't care about me. It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn it back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
And so you just argued and what?
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
Yes, it's not like you lied. 1,000 times?
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he? I think it's time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
Everything is like super loud again. Can the music please stop? It's like redonkulously high. And I can't change it. I think there's like a really like weird bug when it comes to the sound now. Oh yeah, lol. That probably it has probably stated that in like everything we've been in. And we're calling ourselves detectives.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks, I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Wouldn't mind asking you a few questions, is that alright?
Come in, Inspector.
Thank you.
Ryan!
Drink, Inspector.
I'd better not, eh?
What the fuck was that?
So you wanted to speak to me?
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Yeah, apparently.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was.
Team Curry.
All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really? Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Fuck. It's obvious that we're supposed to think a Lego contradiction. It's obvious that we're supposed to think that this guy is a
I
badass.
believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday, then you came straight back with some of the students, is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem
Oh
that night?
Christ.
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course.
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean, did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
Have you seen this before?
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
What is it about this fucking bike?
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Drives?
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't. No pleasure, sorry.
That checks out. Yeah, I don't like that either.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Oh, Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
That's weird.
Can you tell me about this?
Haven't seen that for a while. We had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess, the mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon. It's an ancient symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
And is that relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
Oh yeah. I would go crazy if something like that was happening.
Have you seen one of these before?
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell, always playing fantasy games, reading books about that kind of malarkey, you know.
What sort of books did you read?
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates, witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I mean, I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
Cat in the Hat?
Tell me about this.
Damn it.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks.
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
Atlas name picked randomly.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the Manor House about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't press anything.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'll try to go back and forth to him. I couldn't press anything there.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
There we go. Usually leaves for Atlas at 6 p.m. Oh, said that Kate enjoyed the course and appeared happy. So happy she died from happiness. Yes, you are correcto mundo, Piku. So Atlas is something that you go to because you're supposed to learn business skills and everything. Wait, where? Holy shit! You Solly.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Let's walk through every place now too, to see if there's something we can inspect now all of a sudden, because I don't see any contradictions there either. And I think that's probably the thing that they want us to do, to like spend a lot of time, because he looks... There we go.
Do you mind not defacing public property, please?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means that you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Pathetic.
Heavy metal!
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
Die-hard rock fan. I like it. We're going to ask Ryan about this, by the way. Of course. I'm just checking every area again. Those people that are standing there have been standing there for 2 hours, and that's fucking annoying me. Yes! There's something here now too. What the fuck?
What are you? Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the The big house. Bunch of nut jobs.
Hey, what was the student's name?
Liam... something.
Oh, sod. Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station, find out a bit more about this Liam.
Oh Christ, do I need to read this?
Hello, DCI Jones speaking.
Oh.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Jenks, I thought you'd clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both on Edenton. Blimey, you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Right, well, good luck with that. See you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
Interesting. So apparently it's worth just going through like everything every hour.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No.
If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah. It's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
I'm guessing this is a contradiction with Ryan already, because he's probably going to say that he hasn't seen the symbol before, but he said that he read about Satanism and stuff like that.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Calling it.
Liam who died.
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
No.
Never met Liam. And that's a fact. I don't think he has a contradiction, actually.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I want to test out my theory straight away. We've been live for almost 4 hours too, so I need to go offline soonish, I'm afraid. There's a huge possibility we'll continue this tomorrow, though.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Look at this now. Look at this.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil sign, isn't it?
God damn it.
Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean exactly.
Where did he say that he read about? Really? Are you fucking serious? Fine.
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
I'd met Liam in the pub. Did he say anything about not going to the pub? Now he went to the pub? Did you find something else?
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Rebecca probably has some contradictions now. You saw it in your mouth? No? In your mouth? Like, fuck!
A few more questions,
Damn it.
please.
Hold
Thank
on.
you.
Before
Be
now.
back later on, if that's okay.
Nothing here still. Yeah, we're checking Rebecca now.
Ask you a couple more things, please. If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why is it meant to mean something?
No, it's okay. What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
Still don't think there's any contradictions here. She seems to be telling the truth about the new information. Yeah, you think she's telling the truth
that's
as
it
well?
for now. Thank you.
So it has to be here again.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
What if it's her again?
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
If I did this!
No. Why?
It's okay. Thanks. What do you know about a student called Liam who committed suicide last year?
Only that I didn't know him really well.
Now I can't press anything
Thank
again.
you. Probably be back later. Ask about a few more things, please.
This game has some like weird bugs. I can't.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Do I have to like go all the way back? Then come back again?
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
I can't press!
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
What if I go to him?
There you go. Come on. Cute.
Is he making food?
Smells nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
I have no idea you were a cook.
Oh, no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Not here.
No, at the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner of his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
Well, it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
Is it? I still can't press these things!
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase.
Free to be free?
Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and doubting, self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Right.
That sounds psychotic.
Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
Whoa, that sounds... Guilt is not a necessary human emotion, really? So if you shoot like 120 people, you're not supposed to feel guilty? Sounds healthy.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
I can't fucking press!
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Game saved. Save and exit game. Come back soon. Back to Legos it is. I want to play a bit more before going offline. Game is very interesting, but that bug is kind of annoying. And the fact that that you can't change like this actual sound in the game. Okay, oof, thank Christ. I was like, what? Are you serious? I'm all the way back at where the...
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, then I wouldn't play this. I can press things!
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Went straight home after Atlas last Friday. I feel like that's a contradiction somewhere. I'm back here now. Nice. There's a possibility that you will need this for another time as well. Oh, really?
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
That seems contradictory. Not exactly a pub person. Yeah, I also feel like there is one on him. But there's still one thing we haven't asked him about. That's Liam's death.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam! Yeah, I heard about him.
But you didn't know him?
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
Don't think that's a contradiction either. Actually, don't think there's any contradictions on him. Let's ask her about the things first. Oh no.
Do you know the phrase free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
I can press on things now. Phrase about not feeling into doubts. Simon agrees with it fully. She attended one meeting, yes. I feel like I'm staring at a whole bunch of nothing now. I like the comparison. I like it.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I think it's Rebecca. Rebecca, Simon, or Ryan.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
True.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
That's not a dumb idea. Can ask them about the phrase. Yes. Can ask him first. If he says that he hasn't heard anything about it. Yeah, I can check that as well, if we can actually go to him. That would be helpful if we...
questions, if that's okay.
If we could.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, well, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
There's Tinker lurking in there. I don't know, the background he has in psychology seems to be super bad. I don't know. Yeah, apparently not. Is that all the poo poo? Feel like this could be Liam, but guessing that's what they want you to believe. Hold on, I need to get water. I have it in the fridge, so it takes like 10 seconds. There is something in my apartment that I can't find that smells like shit. And it keeps spreading around in the apartment as well. It's not something that I touched. But it seriously, it smells like shit, like real shit. But I don't know where it's coming from. Shh. Tell me what. No, because a cat's litter box is over there, that way. And the smell is coming from over here, from a kitchen somewhere. I have no idea where it's coming from. But it's in the kitchen somewhere. And it smells terrible. Where's the phrase here? There we go. Can I press this again?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Probably be back later.
Let's go do that. Is that... What is that smell? I seriously need to find out what the fuck that smell is.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
Do you mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong...
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
Video game character. Yeah, but the problem is that if I do that and this, nothing happens. It's so weird too. Because the guy who, Ryan, he says he doesn't know that symbol, but he invented the phrase.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I can check, I guess. Maybe he's the one at the end, at the very end of the road here now? Like here? Or not? Have you asked him about the phrase?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Yeah, we can't go
Ever
outside
hear the
of town.
phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
It's so fucking useless.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe it's more there now, since he's talking about the, he was talking about the greenhouse.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Go into larger greenhouse.
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it.
New item. No shit. I have to press this again? Yeah. Yes. Fuck me! Damn it. There you go.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
My tab is frozen for some reason.
Could you tell me what these are, please?
These?
I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
Vad är det för något? Jesus Christ. We did? I don't think it is either.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I think I need to go to Simon. He was the one that mentioned this greenhouse.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Know what these are? No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Where did he talk about the greenhouse? Because he was the one that made us go to this house. Wasn't he? Oh yeah, he talked about the greenhouse when we sat down. Shit.
Thank you. Probably be back later. You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
Just checking in something here. Oh. Never mind.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
I thought that she maybe didn't know Rebecca that well. I couldn't remember. But she did.
Couple more questions, if that's okay? Do you know what these are?
Oh, magic mint.
Magic mint.
Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
What does that mean? Do we have anything on her when she says something about using medicine? I know we're going back to James, but can we contradict her some? Yeah, how do you know what drugs when he grew? Yeah, you grew it but didn't use it apparently. Doesn't take drugs or medicine. I'm quite sure that later on,
Thank
If
you.
we
don't
Probably
have...
be back later.
Try to throw us off. If we don't have it now, we'll get something with her taking some sort of medicine later on. Maybe birth control pills or something.
A few more questions, please.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
Was that skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of salvia?
No.
Aha. So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it?
Yeah, it's legal. Why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else? Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later.
The only drug he grows. I'm not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
Oh, have you figured out something, Piku? If I wrote down this down correctly,
Aha.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean
nice.
salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew.
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it. But that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. You don't know about Third Eye. You know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, then selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give it down.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you can tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah.
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
Maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
There is one at least. Third Eye. It's the same symbol that's on the cardboard mosque.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
You know what? I have a not so happy thing to tell you.